Good morning, everyone. You're listening to the WICR Morning Show here with me, P. Considori. And Rob Boncardo's not here today. He needed to take a sick day, if you will. But replacing him, or filling in for him right now, is Jersey Joe.
What's going on?
Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate all the support and all the help that you give us. Not to put him on the spot, but Joe's going for an e-board position. We don't know what he's getting yet, but we wish him the best of luck. He will be evaluated tomorrow. So that's public information now.
Looking forward to it. Very excited.
Yeah, you should be. You're going to have like 4 e-board members in there just watching you. You can listen to us live on Ustream.com and Live365.com by searching WICR. Of course, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and go to YouTube for previously recorded shows, including this one, Sports Vault with Jersey Joe, and, of course, tonight's Full Metal Attack from 6:30 to around 7:45, 8-ish. We do like an hour and a half show.
Nice.
Also, some events coming up that you should take part in. Relay for Life, happening April 12th. WICR will be there. Actually, we will be broadcasting from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. Yes, I'll say it again, 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., and you can hear us live in Relay for Life and also on Ustream.com. So definitely check us out. Email us, phone us, and we'll get this going.
That's dedication.
It's dedication.
10 to 4. Pure dedication.
Well, thank you, Joe. So, Joe, we have one news story. We're going to do that. We're going to do a strictly sports show because I'm feeling it today.
Good.
The Rangers won last night, so I'm very happy. So let's do a nice sports show.
Awesome.
We previewed the Sweet 16 yesterday with Stanko, so if you want to do a preview again, me and you, that's fine. If not, I get it. We already did it. But today, I believe, starts the Sweet 16, right? The games?
Yeah, the games start tonight, 7 o'clock. All
right, so we'll get to that later, but let's talk about Russia. Russia's in the news all over the place.
Always.
But Joe, tell us about what happened with Russia.
Well, I saw the story and I was kind of puzzled by it. And apparently, Vladimir Putin wants Russians to get back in shape, and he wants Steven Seagal's help. So on Monday, he announced that he was reinstating a Joseph Stalin-era fitness program called Ready for Labor and Defense. The program, which will encourage Russians of all ages to become physically fit, will be funded with money left over from recently completed Sochi Olympics. And apparently, additionally, Putin and Segal are both martial art enthusiasts.
Well, obviously Segal is.
Segal, of course. I mean, man, that guy, how many martial art movies does he have? And it's not out of the realm of possibility that Segal will be asked to lead the charge.
I don't know. Now, Steven Seagal, I personally love his movies.
Oh, I'm a huge Seagal fan.
Now, do all of them have the greatest plot line? No.
No.
But it's a martial arts movie. I mean, what can you not like about it at this point?
Steven Seagal. I mean, you don't mess with Steven Seagal.
But now, the fact that it's called Ready for Labor and Defense is just it's
well,
sad.
I mean, when you see the name Joseph Stalin Era Fitness Program, that should probably raise a few red flags.
Oh, it raised a lot of red flags, and especially everything that's been going on in Crimea was annexed from
Stalin
from Putin got now.
Oh yeah.
So they're part of Russia, and they're trying for more land, and I don't know. I feel like everyone's giving them quote-unquote threats, but nothing's really happening. They're just going, okay, sure, and they just take land. They just take land. But, man, Russia just can't get out of the news. Steven Seagal? Come on.
Yeah. I mean,
what's going on?
Steven Seagal, I mean, he's as American as apple pie. I can't see him making that move. Can't see it.
Well, enough about this.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick weather report. Today, sun giving way to clouds. High of 43. Now, high of 43. It's 25 degrees out right now.
It's cold.
It's 25.
Yeah.
I highly doubt it's going to get up to 43. I hope it does. Maybe the sun will heat us up a little bit. It'll be a nice day if it does. Tonight, dropping down to 35 with mostly cloudy. And tomorrow, mostly cloudy with showers, a high of 56. We're going up there. Hopefully we stay up there.
We got to stay up there.
Or we gradually go up. I don't want to keep going down.
I hate the cold. Can't take it anymore.
I hate the cold, too. But, by the way, this weather report is brought to you by Iona College. Move the world. Speaking of moving the world, let's talk about sports.
Sports, always.
Because I feel like that's what everyone's talking about, especially because of the Sweet 16.
There's a ton of stuff. As of yesterday, so much news coming out.
Oh yeah, but we did the preview. We'll do another. We'll talk about maybe tomorrow. Especially after the games tonight, we'll have some winners and talk about the was it Great 8.
Sweet 16 now. Then it
But
moves
what's
to the
the
Elite Eight.
Elite Eight. I'm calling it the Grade 8.
I like the Grade 8.
I think it's a good.
I would switch the name from Elite to Great. Great sounds a lot better than Elite.
Well, Elite's pretty boss.
True.
Anyway, the Indiana Pacers. We'll go to NBA. The Indiana Pacers defeat Miami Heat 84-83. Close game, but Heat going down again.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
They have just really struggled. I mean, coming out of the All-Star break, I thought that they were playing really well. And after their loss to San Antonio on Sunday, a couple Sundays back, everything just went downhill from there. And to be honest, I've kind of accepted in my head that they're not going to win the championship this year.
Really?
It's not going to happen. They're missing a lot of pieces, and I just don't think that they're going to be able to.
They're getting old.
They are. I mean, you take LeBron, Wade, and Bosh can only do so much.
Thank you.
You go down that roster.
At least you're a Heat fan that knows what's going on.
Yeah.
See, I sometimes speak to Heat fans, and we're the best team in the league right now, and this and that, the other thing. Okay, that might be so, but once LeBron leaves, what are you?
I mean, the thing about them is you can't count them out, but right now.
Oh no, you can't count. All right, you can't count any team out.
Yeah.
Really, if you think about it, but. If you tell me who's going to win, the Knicks or the Heat, you know that the Heat's going to win. You know the Knicks are going to lose. But the Knicks have been winning. I mean, they won last night against the Kings, I believe.
Yeah, they beat the Kings.
Kings.
Nice bounce back from the 76ers.
Nice bounce back. But, see, to me, whenever the Knicks don't play, it's a win.
Yeah.
Because they just have been losing so much. But they've been doing well. They've been doing well under Phil Jackson. Which I don't understand why just a person comes in and your whole mindset changes. I understand Phil Jackson, but
Zen master.
You're a player. So play. But, yeah. Heat losing. I'm very happy about that.
It was a rough night.
It was a rough night for you. It wasn't a rough night for me. Rangers won last night. We're going into hockey. And the Heat lost. The Knicks won. I'm like, whatever about the Knicks right now. I mean,
there's no point. If they make the playoffs, they're going to be an eighth seed. There's really no point. Doesn't really matter.
But it's whatever. Anyway, Rangers winning 3-1.
That's always good for you.
Oh, it's awesome.
Hockey's good stuff, you know. Right now,
it's exciting hockey. Every single game counts now.
Once you get into like this area where the playoffs are like right around the corner, I mean, hockey playoffs are awesome. I'm not as big a regular season hockey guy, but
well, you're Sharks, dude.
Oh man,
your Sharks are doing well.
But they've done this to me a lot of times.
I know.
They do this to me all the time. I get really excited and I get my hopes up.
And they
choke lose in the second round. Yeah.
Watch them lose in the first.
Nothing they do surprises me. So.
Well, last night we had a couple matchups in hockey. New York, Philly at New York. Obviously, the Rangers winning 3-1. Vancouver at Minnesota. Vancouver Canucks come out with a win under Tortorella 5-2, and then Anaheim Ducks at Calgary beat the Flames 3-2. Now the Ducks have clinched already.
Yeah.
So this is all just pocket change for them. They're just like, all right, adding stuff and like, all right, yeah, wins. We're over 100 points. Wins, and more wins. But today we have some matchups, which is pretty big matchups. Minnesota Wild at St. Louis Blues. The Chicago Blackhawks playing the Bruins. The Coyotes playing the Devils. The Kings playing the Penguins. That's a big game.
That's a very big game.
Kings playing the Penguins. I mean, the Penguins can lose a couple games. They can afford to lose a couple. They're the top of the Metropolitan Division. However, the Kings need a win.
They really do.
Need to.
And that division's tough.
That division's tough. If the Rangers was in that division, we would never be in it. Canadians at Red Wings, another big game because the Red Wings are like clinching onto a wild card spot by like a thread.
I love Jimmy Howard.
Well, who doesn't? The Islanders playing the Lightning and Carolina. Wow, there's a lot of games. Hurricanes playing the Panthers. Sabres playing the Predators. The Canucks are at Colorado. Hard game for the Canucks.
That's a tough game.
And Canucks have to pretty much win every single game. And then the Jets are playing your San Jose Sharks.
Yeah.
So we will see what happens.
We're going to keep it coming with the hockey.
We'll keep it coming with the hockey. Quick update in the standings in the Atlantic. Bruins, Canadians, and Lightning, the top three for the Atlantic. Metropolitan is, first place Penguins, second place Rangers, third place Flyers, with the Blue Jackets coming behind in fourth place at 80 points. They're also fighting for a wild card spot. In the Western Conference, the Blues, the Blackhawks, and the Avalanche, top three in order. And then the Pacific, the Sharks up on top with 103 points, but the Ducks aren't far behind, 101. No. And the LA Kings with 90 points. The Coyotes only have 82, so they have some breathing room. The Coyotes are in fourth, but they still need a win. They still have a couple more games left. The wild card, the Blue Jackets, all right, listen to this. The Blue Jackets, the Red Wings, the Capitals, and the Maple Leafs in the East all have 80 points.
Wow.
So it's anyone's game with the wild card right now.
That's for sure.
Toronto has not been doing well.
No.
At all. And they really need to. They need to pick up some points. Detroit needs to pick up some points. The Capitals need to pick up some points. And the Blue Jackets. I would rather see the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Detroit Red Wings go because I feel like it'd be better for the Rangers. But, and in the Western Conference, the wild card teams, the Minnesota Wild, the Coyotes, and the Stars are trailing into the wild card. There's only 2 wild card spots with 79 points, but the Coyotes only have 82, so it's close.
It's close.
It's anyone's game right now with the wild card and for the lower portions of the division when it comes to third place and second place. So it should be interesting these next couple weeks before the Stanley Cup playoffs.
It's going to be exciting. I mean, when you get NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs around that time, man, you got games on every night. There's never something that there's not.
It's never a dull moment.
It really isn't. I mean, I love that time of year. Definitely.
All right, so let's go into something a little odd. I was reading this during before the show. You know, just reading it. The right to unionize. Following a February hearing between Northwestern and the College Athletics Players Association, the National Labor Relations Board determined on Wednesday that NU players are not in fact student athletes. What? But rather university employees. University employees.
University employees.
All right. As a result, those athletes who were led by NU quarterback Kane Coulter are eligible to form a union and collectively bargain.
Yeah, this is monumental for
Huge.
College athletics.
Huge.
I mean, this is going to change. Of course, this is probably going to go to the Supreme Court because Northwestern
Probably.
But this is like monumental, historic a moment for college athletics. This would change the landscape of college sports. I mean, it's unbelievable, and a lot of people, part of the reasoning behind the decision to allow them to form a union, collectively bargain, is they were saying how these players usually put in 40 to 50 hours, which is well beyond even time that a staff member of the university would put in. And that's
so here's my question. Obviously, well, let's not say obviously, but when you're a student athlete, some student athletes come on a full ride. Some student athletes get a good scholarship for sports. Some student athletes don't get that much, but they're still getting money from the school.
Oh yeah,
let me ask you a question. If they're working, if they're employees more than the 40-hour a week, do they get overtime? Will they get more money out of the college because of this?
And that's the thing is
because if it's an employee and they're working and they're only getting a certain amount of money, like say it's a salary, the scholarships they get. If they work over the amount of hours, then they should be getting more money.
And that's the problem.
In essence. I mean, obviously it probably won't happen, but and it's college sports, so they say, well, your salary is based on you're playing for us, that's it. But if you're saying that they're not student athletes, they're employees, then they have a right to maybe time and a half or overtime if they're working over the 40-hour full-time, quote-unquote, job.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, I mean, there's so many questions that come up with this. Like, the thing I keep on going back to is not every program is like Texas where the football program earns millions of dollars. If this happens and this comes into effect, you're going to have to pay every student who plays a sport. It could be somebody from a swimming team to a fencing team, and there's just not going to be enough money to go around because there's only a few programs like the Kentuckys of basketball world, the Texases of football world that actually make enough money, and that money usually pays for the other programs.
Right.
So this is going to be a big. I mean, it's going to change everything.
This is huge. I mean, if you think about a regular job, if this is an employee situation and they get a union, they may be entitled to more money, which is fair.
It is.
It's not. I'm not complaining about it. It's college athletes. But if you're a student athlete on scholarship, okay. But now that you're considered an employee, now you're opening up a whole other can of worms.
It's going to be.
Do they get to file taxes with that scholarship now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
You know, it's going to be. It's interesting, but I'm glad you brought up Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah, Steve Masiello in the news.
Ooh.
He loses the deal with USF after a background check. As a result of the background check commissioned by the University of South Florida, Manhattan College has learned there is a question of validity of head men's basketball coach Steve Masiello's undergraduate degree from the University of Kentucky. Masiello is currently in the process of reviewing his degree status with the University of Kentucky. Manhattan College has placed Masiello on leave while he completes the process with the university. We ask all parties to respect the privacy of our student athletes until this matter is resolved. This is from Manhattan College,
From
right?
Manhattan College.
That was said by Manhattan College. Manhattan College will issue further comment as soon as this expedited process is complete. Wow.
This was huge yesterday. I mean,
We
this was
talked.
everywhere.
We were getting like updates from Ken Reichman's phone about this.
Wow.
I don't know if he really doesn't know if he has a degree or if he does and he just lied on his resume.
I think he just lied on his resume.
Because some colleges, and I don't know about all, but some colleges, I don't think you need to have a college degree to coach.
I mean, he skated by for a long time.
Oh, he did.
So
I personally, if that's true and you need a degree to coach, okay, fine. You need a degree for pretty much anything in this world now. But don't lie about it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Go back to school for the semester or whatever. You know, like, just if that's what you really want to do. But don't lie. Because that looks bad on you. Okay, yeah, you didn't graduate. Okay, you didn't graduate. But you're a great coach for Manhattan. Don't lie to begin with.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, if he lied to get into Manhattan, that's a whole nother thing that we need to talk about. Because now he probably will lose his job in Manhattan. And probably no one's going to want to hire him.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
because I feel like he ruined his name now.
If it comes out that it's true that he was lying about this, it's going to take him about 5 years to get back to
I'm
going to
be honest.
like this.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think he's ever going to get into a position like this because once you lose your credibility, that's it. I don't think you can ever gain that back.
It's a great because how can you expect to be the leader of men, the leader of a team, when you've shown yourself that you can't be trusted and your integrity can be questioned? I just can't see a guy being a head coach.
It's a great way of putting it, Joe. And we wish the best for him. I mean, I don't wish anything bad on the guy.
Yeah,
But you don't go and do that. You don't lie. I mean, it just always comes back. It always comes back to haunt you, and it did with him. So you know what? Hopefully, it's a life lesson for him.
Yeah.
I feel bad for his family.
Yeah.
I don't know if his family knew that he lied, or if he lied in the resume, or if he really doesn't know if he this is all speculation because I haven't read much on it because I think it just broke yesterday.
It did yesterday.
But if he lied in his resume, it's bad. But if he really doesn't know that he didn't graduate, if the University of Kentucky's like, oh yeah, by the way, you really didn't get a degree, then I feel bad for him in a way because he didn't, maybe he didn't follow up right, but he still didn't know. So. Well, that's it for us here at the Morning Show, a very special edition of it, filled with sports.
A lot of sports.
A lot of sports. You can listen to us live on Ustream.com and Live365.com by searching WICR. Like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/WICR Iona College Radio. Follow us on Twitter at Iona WICR and watch us on YouTube at YouTube.com/WICR Gales Radio, where there's previously recorded shows, including this one, including right now. So if you want to go home later and watch the show, I'm sure it'll be up on YouTube. Don't forget to catch Full Metal Attack tonight at 6:30, running until around 8. Call in with questions. We'll give you the listener hotline tonight during the show if you listen. We have new music from A Day to Remember, so definitely stop by for that. And don't miss Sports Vault tomorrow at 2, correct?
2 o'clock, yep.
With Rob Buncardo. Well, thanks for listening in, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 again with Jersey Joe.